Hello all, my name is Max with Stockmasters, and today I'm going to take you through the Stockmasters budget calculator using a couple examples to kind of help you learn and facilitate that learning. So I'm just going to kind of go through the article you were sent. So you want to retire early, do this first. And if you've read through it at all, you're going to know that creating a monthly budget is the thing that's being suggested to do first. And just a high level, creating a monthly budget can really help you save on monthly expenses and help you cut down just your overall annual expenses in general. Just by giving yourself a plan to go off of, because typically when you don't have a plan, you end up overspending. And I've done it myself. I think anyone that has gone from non-budget to budget, you'll see that you save money because you visually can see where your money is going. And when you see that you're spending $1,000 a month just on going out to restaurants, you're like, okay, let's pump the brakes. We really need to cut this spending down because those are needs, wants. Those are not needs. So a big part of creating a budget is limiting your wants and prioritizing your needs, right? And just generally being a little more efficient with the way you're spending your money, because you want to think of your life as a business, and a good business that continues to grow into the future and becomes more profitable and wealthier is not spending their money willy-nilly. There's some parameters on what you can spend money on and what you can't spend money on. So that's just kind of high level, but let's get into the spreadsheet. So here is a step-by-step guide. Download the Stockmasters budget calculator. So this is right here is what we're doing. There's an Excel spreadsheet and a Google Sheets link, whatever you prefer. You name the spreadsheet Stockmasters-budget calculator-past month year. So in this example, I have July 2022. That's kind of the same example I'm going to be taking you through, although like if you're currently in the month of September, you would name it August 2022. And we'll go through the steps. You'll kind of see what's up. So for example, if you are in the month and year of August 2022, please name the spreadsheet Stockmasters-budget calculator-July 2022. So the past month, and you're going to see why. Look up your expenses from last month, and by last month, in this example, I would mean July 2022, and utilizing online banking statements, Venmo, PayPal, etc. So essentially, you want to figure out what your total expenses were for the month. Your business, your life, how much did you spend that month? And I don't know if you ever added it up, but it's probably going to be more money than you thought it would be, just a heads up. So complete the actual cost column of the spreadsheet. Input applicable expenses into the applicable category. So that's here. Like, for example, mortgage, rent, your housing can go here. You have home, rent, insurance. There's a number of different categories I created. A lot of them kind of mirroring my personal life and where my reoccurring expenses are. And then another column if spend money on gym equipment. There you go. Another column if you just have a cost that really isn't represented in any of these categories. So pretty straightforward. I mean, you go through your statements. It's probably going to take like 20-30 minutes. It takes a minute, but you have to be this meticulous. Like if you really want to retire early, seriously, and you may be thinking this is not related to this. It 100% is. This is the stuff you have to do. You got to really dig into the details, do the accounting, like look at your books, the books to your life, the books to your business, and see, okay, where are we losing money? Where are we making money? Right? This is what you have to do. You gotta dial it in. You gotta really pay attention to the details if you want to achieve this ultimate goal of retiring early. Do your due diligence, be as accurate as possible, get as many expenses as possible, because it's going to give you the most accurate depiction of how much you're actually spending on a monthly basis. And from that number, you can create a comparable budget that is close enough, but maybe it cuts down on certain categories where you don't want to spend as much money. Okay, so reference cell G5 on the spreadsheet to see your total monthly expenses. So in my example for July 2022, which these were my actual expenses in July 2022, just a heads up. So I spent $6,919. I didn't, for example's sake, I'm saying I didn't have a budget because I'm saying I just started this process. So now I know in July of 2022, I spent nearly $7,000, and this is a projection right here, annual expenses. If I keep this up, I will spend $83,000 on the year, right? So, okay, it's good to know, good information to have. So next, what we're going to do, save a new copy of the spreadsheet. So I'd save a copy of this, And that incidentally is this right here. And again, in this example, it would be August 2022, because this is for the current month you're in. So in this, for example's sake, we're saying, okay, August has just come to an end. It's now September. So since we'll say this first. So we did July. Now we created a budget for August right here based on July's expenses. So you can see like my reoccurring costs are the same. Home maintenance, I had a $100 budget. I only spent $18.47. Groceries, I had a $1,000 budget. I went over. Clothing, I went over because I didn't allocate any budget. Restaurants, I went over. Vehicle payment was consistent. Vehicle insurance was a little bit less. So as you can see, like I have my budget, which I created at the beginning of August 2022, and I have my actual costs, which is at the beginning of September, you would do your actual costs, because now you have that whole entire chunk of expenses for August, since August is totally over, right? It makes sense. And what you can do is you can compare your monthly budget right here, which is going to add up to your actual monthly expenses. So as you can see, I spent about $300 less in the month of August, but I was still $900 over budget. So right, that's not a good budget if you're going $900 over budget. Either you spent way too much or you did not budget correctly. So what I would do is I would take this budget based on this information and I would add things here and there. Maybe I add a little bit more to the other column. Maybe I add some more to groceries. What else do we got? Where'd we go over? Amazon, I went quite a bit over. Pets was good. So anyways, this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's an iterative process, right? It's you guess and check. You kind of see, okay, it costs this much. I'm going to adjust my budget accordingly. Okay, this month was this. Like you got to feel it out, and you really got to kind of just dive into it and get involved with the spreadsheet. And then, okay, so we're in August 2022, and we have our budget from the beginning of August 2022 and all of our expenses from August 2022. So now the next logical step is I would create a spreadsheet titled Stockmasters Budget Calculator September 2022, and now I would create my budget for September of 2022, maybe increasing it based on the expenses from August 2022 and even the expenses from July of 2022, because I was definitely over $5,700 a month each of those 2 months, which would tell me I should probably increase my budget a little bit. And as you can see, my annual expenses did go down a little bit based on that projection. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, you literally just continue doing this cycle forever. And it might seem monotonous and tedious to start, but you're going to start to see change, and you're also going to be holding yourself accountable, which is going to be huge. That's how you save money. Is you have to set goals, or you have to set limits, and you have to hold yourself accountable. Helpful tips: yeah, create a realistic budget based on your reoccurring expenses. Try your hardest to beat your budget every month. So like I wish this number was $5,600, right? And I had $100 left in my budget, because this would go straight to investing right here. Like bam, $100 straight to investing, which might not seem like a lot, but every penny counts when it comes to investing. The more you can invest, the sooner you can retire. And yeah, full circle. It's like kind of the idea behind here is creating a budget helps you limit your monthly expenses. Well, what does limiting your monthly expenses do? It means that your annual expenses go down. And if your income is much, much greater than your expenses, then you have all this surplus, which would be like your gross monthly income. You have this surplus, which you can now invest, or you can do whatever you want to do with that money. I mean, I'm investing as much as I can because I want to retire early, and investing money into the stock market is what's going to facilitate that early retirement, utilizing compound interest on large sums of money over time, right? So that's the gist of it. If you got any questions, please email me back, reach out to stock.masters.ig@gmail.com with any questions. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for tuning into the video. And then at the bottom of the video, I did include a button that says click here to retire early. This is actually to access my full early retirement course, How to Retire Early, Stock Market Investing, and Financial Freedom. So if you are at all interested in kind of jump starting your early retirement journey, and rather than having to sift through all this information and create a plan for yourself, I have already done that for you. I've already gathered all this information into one spot, and I've set kind of a plan for how to get there, including like creating a monthly budget. So if that's something you're interested in, please click that button, click that link, and check it out. And again, feel free to email me or reach out if you have any questions about that course. I'm just going to tell you right now, I personally use that course. I use all of that information to facilitate my early retirement. So it's great information. I did hours and hours and hours and days of research. And yeah, it'll give you a plan to get there, because I know everyone wants to retire early. So anyways, I'm Max with Stockmasters. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.